Hello, beautiful people. My name is Cherisse if this is your first time here, and welcome to my channel. So, I literally just took a video like 30 minutes ago, okay? And I was stuttering through it, and by the end of it, I was like, ugh, I don't like this video. This is not the one. And in that time period, I got ready for work. I'm wearing this super cute little outfit. I am bartending right now, guys, just in case you're curious. And during that period of preparing myself for work, I realized a bunch of stuff. I think that in the taking of my video, I also realized some stuff. So, let's backtrack a little bit, guys. If you watched my last video, I had a little bit of a mental breakdown. Welcome to my channel. I share my mental breakdowns. Not all of them, thank God, because it's helping me a lot. Just being real. But anyway, guys, in my last one, I had a mental breakdown where I was experiencing a lot of fear about basically losing the stability that I have created in my life. I am working bartending right now. I am creating financial stability. I actually did have to move back into my forerunner because I have not been able to find any housing out here. And in that video, I kind of talked about how my spirit from the beginning has been giving me a timeline about this job. And after some drama in that environment, and basically the fears just creeped up really intense, and I started freaking out because I was like, I don't want to lose this. I never thought that I'd be this financially stable and this mentally stable this soon in my life. I'm 30. I thought I'd be like fucking 40 by the time I fucking got to that point. So this has been such a massively beautiful experience for me. And when you experience really beautiful things, especially when you've been through a lot of heartache and loss and abandonment wounds, that fear of losing it all can really creep up. Anyway, guys, I don't know if I mentioned in that video, but an opportunity was recently presented to me to go somewhere else, and I'm not going to give all the details of it, but it's right up my lane, guys. And it's something that at first I kind of was like, maybe, but probably not, because I love my job and I'm really enjoying it here. And recently, I actually started leaning into that. I kind of feel like I had to have a little bit of a mental breakdown. Maybe someday I will not need, like, quite such mental breakdowns to do it. But you know what, guys? Crying is a huge toxin release. And sometimes, especially if you're a person like me who is highly and deeply emotional, sometimes experiencing those big feelings and having a little bit of emotional breakdowns actually helps you process it and get it the fuck out of your body. So, after I kind of processed all that fear, I realized that I wasn't as afraid as I thought that I was. First of all, I realized that I wasn't, how do I put this? I think that when there's a lot of chaos in my life, and while, yes, there is a part of me that thrives in chaos, I'm just so used to it, that it's almost like my innate nature to just like, chaos, look, it's another day. It's like every other fucking day, it feels like sometimes. I think it still freaks me out. Change, and even though I'm like a constantly changing person and I've gotten very used to it, I'm not really afraid of change. I've been nomadic for years and moved around so much. But still, I think that there are times when I get comfortable, and when things get stirred up and I start to feel like the universe is possibly redirecting me, sometimes I freak out a little bit. But after I freaked out, I was like, that actually doesn't sound that bad. And I was given this opportunity, and I was like, shit, that actually sounds really awesome. So now at this point, guys, I'm at a little bit of a crossroads, a little bit of a fork in the road, which I also was freaking out about because, choices, decisions. which one's the right decision? I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to make the wrong choice. I don't want to make the same mistakes. And then after processing that, I went back to my, one of my core beliefs, and it's one that I have implemented over the past year probably. I've been implementing this core belief that every choice I make is blessed. So when I am presented with two different paths, it's okay to take either one. I am definitely somebody that I will admit, like, a lot, if not all people, have a little bit of control issues. And it's not necessarily issues, it's just we have a tendency to want to control everything around us. The way that things go, the direction that the life takes you. But, you know what? One of the also greatest things that I've learned to incorporate in my life is surrender. Surrender to a greater plan. Surrender to everything working out in your favor, even if it's not necessarily working out the way that you put in your head that it needed to go, kind of a thing. That goes hand in hand with manifestation, guys, and the law of attraction. Surrender. Letting go the process, the way things happen. So that's kind of where I've entered into at this point. Even earlier today, I was freaking out because a part of me was like, okay, you know what? Some shit has been hitting the fan in my life here, and I just decided that I want to go. I want to leave. I was freaked out to leave, and now I want to go. And then I calmed down from that, and I got grounded. I took care of some stuff. Just a tiny little update, guys. I have officially started the paperwork to basically sue my landlord from January, who was super sketchy and tried to fuck me over by renting out a place that had black mold and rat shit all over it that I overlooked because, I was just kind of desperate and excited to fucking have my own place. Basically, guys, I'm in the process of getting $1,000 back from her. Finally today, having that kind of weight taken on my back, like, okay, I can let this go right now. I've finished that first step. Actually grounded me a lot in other aspects of my life as well. And then I leaned right back into, hey, I'm okay if I stay too. So I kind of put this one out to the universe a little bit. While yes, I have a choice ahead of me, and I could make that choice now. For now, I would like to stay where I'm at, but I am also pinning it on one little thing in my life, and that is housing. I am in Arizona, guys. Right now it is still cooler weather, but by probably the end of May, it's going to be a little bit too hot for me to be living in my 4Runner anymore. Especially with my cute-ass little baby dog. Baby dog, in there. In there. He's not into it. So, I'm in this mode right now of surrender. I am. I process my intense feelings. I process those deeper emotions of fear, as well as the little triggers, my fears of people, my fears of stability even, my fears of thinking that I don't deserve, possibly. Lots of little fears and triggers that I've been going through recently. I went through all of that, and now I've just leaned into the possibility of either. I'm like, they're both great options, guys. I love my job here when I'm not in an intensely triggered state and just feeling, kind of hurt by whatever the fuck is happening around me. Which is actually most of the time. I love my job. I love bartending. There are some aspects of it that I do not like and do not necessarily agree with. And I'm not going to really go into details about that in this video. But I love my job. And I love the people here. No, I am not a desert girl. And no, I don't want to be in the desert forever, guys. I miss the redwoods so bad. That has been something that I have also been really processing. If you don't know, guys, I lived in Humboldt for about 3.5 years. That is the true home of my heart, and it's not to say that I will live there forever or that I will guaranteed go back there to live because, you know what? It didn't work out for me for so many years, which is why I left it. The place always calls back to me. It always fucking calls me back. So I've been missing the redwoods. I've been missing the mountains and the forests and the rivers and even the ocean a little bit. I'm more of a rivers girl than an ocean girl, but basically, back on topic, guys. I love it here, but the opportunity that I have been presented is also really awesome and beautiful and right up my alley. And if I did take that opportunity, it would allow me to journey to visiting a lot of people that I love, family members, friends, all the way up to there. And so at this point, I've released the fear of making either choice, because I think that they are both beautiful options. Also, I'm taking a massive step back from it because, hey, chill, Cherisse. It's not something that I need to make an immediate move towards choosing around, thankfully. It is something that if I did choose the other option, I don't think that I would leave for 2 to 3 months. So, there is that. It's not something that I need to just hop on, which I'm really actually proud of myself about, because I have been... Guys, like, my mental health has improved so much. Like, I'm still Cherisse. I'm still emotional and deeply feeling, and I still deal with the highs and lows. But my mental health has improved so fucking much. I am so grateful for my meds, because those help me when I'm at extreme erratic points. But on top of that, I actually don't take my meds very often. I have a little bit more recently because it's been a little anxious. I just take them as I need for anxiety. I know not everybody's all hyped on medication. I used to not. But anyway, back on track. My mental health has improved so much, and I'm learning to deal with the kind of inner need to be erratic or make erratic choices surrounding my intense emotions. Wow, I'm doing so much better about that, guys. So, even with the chaos that's been happening in my life for like the past 2 months, pretty much, it's been a fucking crazy 2 months. Despite all of that, including the recent shit that kind of set me off, as well as the recent opportunity that I've been given outside of the current opportunity that I am within, I have been taking it so slow in making a choice. I have been kind of planning things out a little bit. You know, I don't necessarily stick perfectly to my plans. I like to create goals, because my plans tend to go a little like, whoa, nope, okay, that's the way we're going to do this. So, basically, guys, I've been taking it slow and easy and allowing myself to process these emotions without basically acting on those emotions, reacting because of those emotions, has been kind of massive. I think that it's also showing me that whatever I choose is absolutely blessed. If I am making a choice that is based on true heart's desire and true heart's calling, rather than intense emotions and fear and anxiety and hurt, I know that I can absolutely trust that choice that I'm making to lead me somewhere beautiful. Yeah, oh my god, this video is so much better than the other one I just took. It was just like, I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, this is not... Nobody wants to watch this shit. This is so much better. My personality is just like... Maybe it's because I got glammed up. I'm like, yeah. Ready to take video! Yeah! Okay, guys, so... That's kind of... I think that might be it. I think that might be all I want to talk about. You know... so many times. Probably over half the time I say that, and then I just like go on to something else that I like think of as soon as I decide that I'm done with it. But yeah, guys, it is also of course I am gonna keep going on. It is also the full moon tonight, as well as a full lunar eclipse, which I'm so psyched about. I was actually born the same day as a lunar eclipse, and it's really fun because if you look up like personality types that are stemmed to being born around a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse, my personality actually collabs pretty well with it. I was like, it makes sense. Feel free to look that up yourself, y'all. But anyway, energy has been so intense. For sure, I've been feeling it, but the processing of it has been so magical. Okay, guys, I do have a little something else to share. I just have to. I went to Flagstaff, Arizona this past weekend to get away from where I'm at, and I wanted to buy some crystals. So y'all, I got myself a little selenite tower. Love it. I specifically went for this celestite because I wanted to deal with the root around like addiction, because I had kind of started drinking a little bit more. It hasn't gotten like too out of hand, and I've pulled my self-control back massively. But yeah, that's what I went for. I got that selenite tower. I also got some beautiful little amethyst. Amethyst. And then, guys, this is the one that gets me. I did also get a little chunk of black tourmaline and citrine, but little backstory, guys. Years ago, like probably about 7 years ago, in near my hometown around Sacramento is this little crystal shop that I used to go into that was right next to the river that I loved. I'd go there like almost every fucking day. And I saw this crystal ball. It was black moonstone, and I remember seeing it the first day I noticed it. I was like, so drawn to it, and I felt this intense connection with it. I was like, that's mine. That's mine. At the time, though, I was very poor, and I could not afford it. I think it was only like $80. Still, it's pretty fucking expensive when you're poor and when you have like $20 or like $15. And anyway, that's like 7 years ago, and I was literally thinking about this crystal recently. Lo and behold, I go into this crystal shop just for the celestite, and I'm looking at the shelves, and what do I find? Guys, this is black moonstone. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna take a video of this crystal. Oh, you can see. I call them eyes. The eyes within. Oh my god, so fucking beautiful. Basically, guys, I found the crystal. It's probably not the exact same one from that shop, but I found this crystal that, like, I honestly kind of never really thought that I'd find again in the form that I wanted to find it. And it was there, and it has been a magical journey meditating and sleeping with my crystals. Wow, super intense. Oh my goodness, I will have to save that for another fucking video because I'm just gonna fucking go on forever. But anyway, guys, such a beautiful thing. I think that it also really taught me that the things that you think are lost to you sometimes do come back around. And sometimes they come back around in a different place. Sometimes they come back around in a different form. This is not necessarily a different form. It is probably a different piece of the same, but a different version of the same, guys. So I thought that was really beautiful, really fucking beautiful, that sometimes the things that you feel are meant for you are actually meant for you. I feel like that's going to vibe with somebody. Let me know if it does vibe with you. Hell yeah, guys. So that is my little tidbit. Wow. What an intense little season. What an intense little day. Yeah. It can only get better from here, y'all. It can only get better from here. I hope that you know that, and I hope that you believe it. And if you don't, I hope that you affirm it until you start to believe it. I will say, my car is full of positive affirmations. I don't know if you guys can really see that well, but It's full of positive affirmations, and there are times when these affirmations fucking literally just save me. They fucking save me. I don't always believe them all the fucking time, but they are absolutely encouraging, and the more that I've affirmed certain things into my life, the more that I do actually believe them to my core, even if I am in a place of kind of instability and imbalance and chaos and fear and anxiety, and I will look at my door and it says, no matter what happens, it'll be great. Or good things happen to and for me. My life is in perfect timing. Everything is working out best case scenario, and it can only get better from here. And it encourages my heart. It thoroughly encourages me, even if I am in a place of deep darkness where you think, oh, I don't believe that. There is some part of me that does believe that. And sometimes you need to hear that. Sometimes you need to affirm that for yourself. So I hope that you do, and I hope that you listen to those affirmations today. And I hope that you speak them over yourself, because you deserve it. You deserve to have a positive light shine upon your life just as much as I do. I deserve to not just be able to, I deserve to trust the path that I'm on. I deserve to trust the choices that I make. I deserve to know that I am divinely protected and guided every step of the way. And so do you. Alright guys, that is actually it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like and subscribe if you have not already. If you are a new subscriber, hell fucking yeah, I'm so excited to have you be a part of my journey. I love you guys so much. And I believe in you. And I believe in me. Thanks for being here again. And I hope that I see you next time. Okay, bye.